My husband has a second family. The ultimate cliche has happened in my life, and I'm absolutely broken. My husband, my rock, has been having an affair for over 17 years. We've been married for over 25 years. We have 3 beautiful children, 2 in college, and 1 who still lives at home. But turns out he's had another set this whole time. My husband is an insurance broker, and he has multiple branches over the country, which he spends week on, week off. Turns out, on his week off, he's been with his other family in Albuquerque, where his other branch is. He's got a fiance whom he has 2 kids with, both in their early teens. I found out when I went to make a new Facebook account, and when I searched my husband's first name, another profile with another last name popped up. And through that profile were the links to his fiance and his other kids' Facebook. My husband is currently with said family, and I know it's him because his most recent post is a photo of him and that other family eating dinner. Among those photos were photos of him kissing the girl and him being fatherly with the kids who look nearly identical to my husband. I am already broken. Almost every part of me wants to scream in his face and reprimand him for ruining my life. But another part of me wants to pretend to be ignorant and let it be, because our life is peaceful. He's good with our kids. He's the main source of financial income. He's loving, but he's also all those things to another family. Not only would I be tearing a gaping hole in my family, I'd be opening a vortex for them too. My heart is in shambles. I've never cried so much in my life. My youngest son is currently on a graduation trip with friends, and I'm alone till my lying, cheating, bastard husband comes home. My life is absolutely wrecked. It's literally a movie plot. I'm hoping he'll just come home and it'll be a big misunderstanding why he's kissing a woman with a ring on her finger. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm tempted to pack a bag and just leave. I can't be in the home where we've raised our kids, where we've spent every Christmas for the last 26 years, and where I've been alone on New Year's, taking care of our babies while he works his ass off. I just can't. I want to leave a note for him to come home to, hurt him like he's hurt me, but I don't think that's possible. I don't know how I'll ever face him again.
Oh my gosh.
I can't imagine being in that situation and having just the power over your emotions to say, like, I wish I could just put it and like have him come back. Like you instantly start putting others in front of you.
Yeah.
When I think when you learn something like this, wouldn't you naturally just be like instantly?
I don't know how she has such restraint.
Right.
I can't get past the part where she's like, I want to look the other way. That part, I just couldn't. After that, everything kind of became moot to me for some reason, because I was like, the fact that she's even considering that is very sad.
It's so selfless though.
So that's where I was going with this, is like, I feel like this is fully her being a mother and thinking that this is what she needs to do for her family and her children.
It's just at what...
what's
the threshold? Yes. What's the threshold?
It's so hard to speak on it, because obviously we can say we would do this, this, and that. But when you're in that position, it's so different. And what she's feeling is probably unimaginable. That's so tough. And honestly, it's 2022. How are people like getting away with this anymore?
I don't know.
You gotta be, it's sad, but you have to be smart to pull it off.
Yeah,
but
and
he's
this
also
man
got
is out here.
Perfect setup.
How?
He has the perfect setup with his business where he's 1 week on at this place and then I got to travel to this other branch and take care of things. It's like the perfect excuse on both sides where it checks out.
That's one thing, but when you are consistently switching, like you're literally changing worlds.
Yeah, you're
right?
like code switching almost between your families.
Yes.
To not slip, you have to literally flip your mind into this world's mode.
He has
and
to like
just
get into character.
Yeah, but you're not a character. Like
nobody is, because
right, but
he's playing both of these
Jekyll
people.
and Hyde.
you just can't mix. Like you can't say, "Oh, how was soccer?" and then you're like,
You play polo. That's right.
Yeah, so it's just like it's unfortunate that you have to have some.
I feel
he's got to be smart on some level.
Well, we don't know. Like I don't know what's her age.
No age was mentioned.
Okay, but were married 25 years.
They've been married for 25 years, so you assume
we assume she's in her 50s, maybe 40, 50s. There could be slips, but it's when you're not even thinking like that.
Also,
it may just be going over her head. Like
Yeah.
he could have been slipping up for a while, and now she's maybe reflecting and going, that's right. He kept
Yeah.
getting this wrong. He kept getting these dates wrong. He
Yeah.
kept getting the name wrong. He kept, you know, and
or he literally picked the same anniversary when he proposed for the other one, like the same. Like
Yeah.
he can't get married to this other woman because he's already married. But if he's
Or
using
maybe like a week apart.
a fake wedding,
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Because how would you be with both?
how deranged, and like that's a lot of work. I don't even want to entertain like dating right now. Like I couldn't imagine dating multiple people as it stands as a 28-year-old, like with no dependents.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine being 40, 50, however old he is, and just choosing to entertain two different lives,
Right.
It's a lot of work,
cater to two different personalities, two different women.
especially this long. 17 years he's had this affair.
It's like, is he mad? I don't understand.
You gotta have something. You
You've
gotta have
got
some
to
little
be.
craziness to you.
You've got to. Who chooses that?
Well, because you got to think, okay, let's say how did we get here, right? Okay, maybe it started with an affair while you're away on work.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is, yes, I can get like, we accidentally got pregnant and had a kid.
Right.
The difference is you have two kids. So this is
And
very
engaged.
Yeah.
It's not like one lie, snowball effect into this
Yeah.
crazy outcome. This is very deliberate.
It's intentional. He put a ring on it. Uh-oh. There's an update.
There's an update now.
Oh my gosh. I knew we needed more.
I left off when I saved this at just that. I don't know how I'll ever face him again. So
Straight away.
Get into it.
You don't want the top comment first?
No.
Does the top comment come before or after that update?
I don't know because I don't know what the update
Okay.
says.
Just give us the update.
Okay. Yeah, better to not spoil anything.
Yeah.
This is a follow-up. Firstly, thank you so much for the advice. I'm not in any means good with legal things, so all legal advice has been noted. I've rung an attorney. We are discussing the process. He's also told me to gather as much evidence as I could, such as photos of the Facebook pages, text messages, and recent flight info. All has been put into a folder, and I'll present it to a judge or jury when we go into some sort of divorce proceedings. Again, not fully clear with specifics, but it's a good sign. I've also been in contact with the other woman. I've told her, explain the situation, and she was equally as distraught. From what I'm aware, she's financially independent from him and they don't share property, so it seems very clean cut on her behalf. My husband is aware of the fact I know and is currently staying in a hotel, but he is unaware the other woman knows. I confronted him when he walked through the door. He started to cry and plead, and it was honestly kind of pathetic. I mean, I was crying too, but I've chosen to think of him as a pathetic coward for doing this, because he is. But anyways, I have my name on the property. We both do, so it's not like I can just kick him out. But he's chosen to stay away for my sake. All I am thinking is if he chooses to stay away for my sake, maybe being faithful for my sake should have been considered too. Despite this, he's staying away. He's in a hotel downtown where he calls every few hours to check up. I'm no longer sad. Well, I am, but I'm way more furious than sad currently. My kids still have no idea, and my youngest thinks my husband is just working more in Albuquerque because of business. I'm still confused at how to tell them they have 2 half-siblings and 2 parents, one with an extra backup parent. I'm just feeling very, very unappreciated and unwanted lately, but your kind words have been so helpful. Thank you guys so much. Much love. I'm so glad she told the other woman.
For sure.
Yeah. And she's going the divorce route, which is good, or at least it sounds that way.
Yeah, because I mean, she kind of went from,
Yeah.
I don't want to rip a vortex in their life too. And like, I have read other stories where there was a woman who it's so hard when you record episodes ahead of time and then they come up before the other ones. But there's a story where someone was like, they knew their husband was actively cheating on them and they were content with it. They live a secure life. They want for nothing. They love their husband. Sex is great. He gets tested regularly.
What?
All is good.
How do you know? How do they know?
That was the story.
Does he like send it in like a weekly homework assignment, like
Right.
STD check?
I don't know, but they have it worked out where it works for them.
So it's like an arrangement.
Yeah, but like she confronted him once, but hasn't since. She just knows he does it because every time he goes on a trip, he'll like bring her presents.
What?
It comes out soon.
Okay.
It comes out soon, but
Bring
it's
your presents.
yeah. Like,
I'm traumatized now. Next person I date, they're gonna bring me gifts, and I'm gonna be like,
what'd you
What
do?
is that? How does that correlate?
What the hell
Oh,
did you
just because
do?
it's like over the top.
Yeah.
Oh,
like over the top gifts.
Yeah. So
Man.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like everything's gonna work out, but like, I think that's what's so scary about being a woman in a hetero relationship. Like, you obviously, like, if I cheated on you and got pregnant, you would know. I couldn't hide it. But
I don't think we could even hide cheating really, because it's not like either of us have that work trip thing, or I need to work late tonight or whatever. It's
no,
like,
Justin. Oof.
it's easy to do.
These days, you wouldn't believe the things people. I'm
I
getting a
guess.
massage. Bye, my phone.
Quick.
I'm going
You're
to
in
record. My
music.
phone's on Do Not Disturb.
You're literally in music. You go on a tour. There's your ample opportunity.
We both punched Justin.
well,
Did we both punched you?
but like in our current frame of reference
No,
right now,
and-
it's like I go to the studio and then come back here and work, and like
Just trust me. Little gym sesh went a little long. I'm not trying
I
to
just
put.
don't
I'm
even
not trying to
think
put
that
ideas
way.
in your head right now. I'm not.
No,
But I understand what you're saying. But trust me when I tell you.
when there's a will, there's a way.
yes, people.
sounds like you know too well what's happening.
Yeah. What? I've talked about my cheating
Yeah.
experiences
We've both
on
been
the
through
early. Yeah.
We've both been through
Oh,
it.
I've seen it all.
You what?
I've been cheated on in every single
Oh no, I
past.
thought you said you did.
No.
I'm like, that changed.
No, I
No.
said we've been through it.
No, I'm not talking about like I was over here crafting away these like
No.
no. I meant like I've been wronged. Let's put it that way.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess
Someone
mean,
hurt me, as you can tell.
Right,
It's
right.
showing.
Well, and through all these stories, it shouldn't be
Who hurt
surprising.
you?
Yeah. But I guess what I'm saying is people can get very creative. Also, I don't want to blame her at all because she's obviously being wronged.
Yeah.
But we don't know how head in the clouds she's been. Like maybe she's not really the most aware or we just don't know how present she is on the day to day to where she's like really tracking everything he does. Maybe she just
And she hasn't had a reason.
And she shouldn't have to. She
she's had
shouldn't
no,
have to.
No, and she's had no inkling. Like they've
Right.
been married for 25 years and the affair was 17 years. So maybe he did start off the other branch as truly week on, week off.
Right.
And then after years in that city being week on, week off,
Right.
he got lonely and he found how easy it was to have a partner there.
Right.
And then it just kept going further and further and further, and not excusing his actions by any means, because I think it's beyond maddening. It's disgusting, repulsive, repugnant,
Absolutely.
everything you want to throw at it. But I mean, it's just crazy what people can get away with.
right.
I mean, I think when you can have full trust, I think that is the beautiful part of a great relationship is you can be so like not on the lookout.
Yeah.
You can be so just comfortable and happy in your life.
Oh my gosh.
So
Absolutely.
I guess, and what also is interesting about this is when the closer you get to someone, I guess the more you would know how to hide something from them.
Absolutely, because you know their weak points and you know what they think about, what they don't. You know what.
Yeah, but then the flip side of that is they also know you better than anyone else. So they'll know if one little detail's off.
Right.
God, it's just.
But you have to be a little twisted to balance this for so many
sure.
years. You have to be.
Dude, the anxiety you have to have.
I personally would. He's probably taking years off his life. Just the anxiety.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of like code switching between
Yeah.
these families. I don't know if that's the right term, but just living this actual double life. It has to be exhausting. There is
Yeah.
no way you do that just seamlessly.
Think of all the
We're
excuses.
human.
Like
Yeah.
unplanned excuses,
Yeah.
like an emergency. I need you to get here right now tonight.
Yeah.
What are you gonna tell the other family?
Also, what about like nightly calls? Like if
Bingo.
my husband was even working week off, week on, like I would be like, okay, we're not talking for the whole week. Like, what do you
Right.
mean? Like, don't you
Yeah.
want to check in and see how little Timmy's soccer game was? Like,
Right.
I
How did he? Did
he's
he?
so good. It's
Or these? Yeah, I don't know.
I honestly, but I think it's kind of one of those things where he's so good, and I will give him like I think about how many names my mom's called me that aren't mine. Like it's an easy thing to be like, hey, John, Justin, like
Oh, yeah.
What's the boy's name?
it's so easy to like brush off quick slips like that.
I don't know. If my dad called me anything other than Alejandra, I would be like, I'm sorry, what?
Is this
Right?
just me? My mom calls me so many of the wrong names.
No, my mom only calls me like my sister's name or like one of her sisters. Like it's always a family member.
Oh, yeah. Or the
She'll be
dog.
Like, yeah, Tatiana. Like, yeah.
You ever been called the dog's name?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But not like a random Rachel. I mean, who
Right.
the hell is Rachel?
Right.
What? No.
Yeah,
that
I
would
guess-
sound off so many alarms.
Yeah.
You have another family.
Yeah.
Who is it?
No.
What if he named his kids the same names?
Maybe.
I need to know more.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.